Right, so in the previous session, I was testing a couple of things with regards to my low back. A few days after the injury that gave me a bit of a scare, felt a pop in the low back while doing some Romanian deadlifts, and I spent the last few days trying to find out what I can do, basically. In the last few days, I was able to ascertain that there doesn't seem to be any damage in the area, but I am still experiencing a bit of soreness, tenderness, instability in there. So in the previous day, I was testing the response to a more dynamic exercise in the forms of lateral plyometrics, and also what the feeling was with heavy core bracing as I was doing a few against the wall handstand push-up eccentrics. So there was a bit of a load in the low back, but that was just my body weight. It was just the weight of my legs. In here, I wanted to test what was going to happen when I put some axial loading on my back. And the back squats felt like they were a good candidate. Also, they were meant to be happening on this session here, so good combination. And because the previous day I wasn't really experiencing any increase in pain, I felt like I was going to ease into the back squats in a very cautious and limited way. So what I did basically was the usual warm-up that I'm doing before I start doing my working sets. And that really consisted in doing about 10 reps with the bar and then adding just an extra 20 kilos, so 40 kilos, doing a few paused reps. And from there, I was basically tapering the repetitions down up until I was doing a few singles, the heaviest of which was with 80 kilos. So I wasn't really going to the heaviest weight that I've been training with in the past few weeks, which was 87.5 kilos. I stopped at 80 kilos and just performed a few singles slowly and controlled, just trying to see if bit of a weight up to over what my current body weight is right now was going to give me any discomfort. The 40 kilos post reps weren't giving me anything, and then I was doing some extra work for the core, getting those hips moving, a bit of spinal flexion but unresisted, and also with some extra weight as I've been doing up until now. The back squats were feeling okay all the way up to 80 kilos, and I wanted to stay extra cautious with this because I didn't really want to get too adventurous with the weights. I just wanted to see if challenging the low back stability at the bottom of a deep squat with some weight on my back was going to give me any warning signs that I'm not able to handle anything heavy, basically. And as a finisher of the session, just to get some volume in, some more load on isometric load on the low back, I was doing some back extensions with a bit of a back down in weight, and also some one arm rows. The back extensions mainly to again put some volume in the area, and the one arm rows for the very same reason, but also to put a bit of a torque in there, right? So just not working just the resisted frontal load, but also the torsion that comes from having the weight on one side of the body. And it felt good. I just did one set because I remember the previous day I wasn't happy with doing too much. And yeah, it felt good. Ciao.